Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? Trucker Jay doing 2 videos in one day. I think hell is frozen over. It sure as heck feels that way here in Nashville. It's freaking cold, man. Why did I leave Texas? Why did I leave the heat? What was I thinking? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's cold. So it is about 9 a.m. I got my GPS on, so I apologize if you guys can hear it. Just leaving work. Man, it's some work here, man. It's some long hours. Long hours. Get there at 7 p.m. Go do your route. Most of the time, the trailer's already loaded, so you just get into it and go. The guy that I've been training with, he's one of the few guys that actually has a dedicated route, and so he goes to Knoxville every night. So it's about a 3.5 hour drive. So we take the trailer over there, we drop it off. They do some dock work at that terminal. So there's us and probably about 3 or 4 other guys that unload the trailers. And then we pick up another trailer there, and then we bring it back here to the Nashville terminal. And then, which is a much bigger terminal. And then a bunch of us are unloading all the other trailers and putting them into the trailers that they need to go to for the day drivers, which they call city drivers. So the city drivers unload their stuff when they get back, and they load up the nighttime drivers' trailers. And then when we get back, we unload our trailers and we load up the city guys' trailers for them. So it's about 14, anywhere between 12 to 14 hours. It's really been more like 13, 14 hours since I've been here. Finally did get approved to drive yesterday, so last night was the first time I drove. The majority of their trucks are manuals, so I might have grinded a gear or two. I haven't driven a manual in probably 2 years, so it took me a bit to get used to doing that again. Gonna be glad now tonight when I go into work tonight. I should be by myself, driving by myself in the truck, doing a route, so I'll get paid the route pay. I won't get the training pay anymore, which is only $125. So I'm really glad there. I mean, if you do the math, 14 hours of work for $125 a day, you're not making very much per hour. So I'm glad that that will be done and over with. They do get paid. They pay you every Friday. It's a paper check. They don't do direct deposit. But somewhere around like 2 a.m. Actually, Saturday. Let's take that back. Yeah, so around like 2 a.m. on Friday morning, the checks are there ready to be picked up. So you can get your check there. We don't have to come back later. We don't have to wait. So that's a nice plus there. Now, when you start working for this company, they are 3 weeks behind in their payroll for whatever reason. So on the second Friday that you're there, they do give you the option to get like a what they call like an advance. So they'll pay you $500, and then you just have to pay it back to them, like $100 a week for 5 weeks or whatever, to pay it back to them. And then the third Friday that you're there, that's basically going to be your first part of your pay. So when you come in, you'll do like your paperwork, you do your orientation, you'll do a couple of days worth of training. That will be your second week. So it's $125 a day. So your second check is going to be kind of small too. It's going to be like $625 before taxes. So you're really looking at probably about your third week, maybe even your fourth week before you start to get a real good paycheck. Just all depends on when you started during the week. I started on Wednesday, so My first check on Friday will be $500. My second check will be for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, those 3 days. Then my third check, because I was in training this week still, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be training pay. Thursday and Friday will be the actual route pay. So I won't see my first real paycheck until my fourth Friday when I'm there. So the end of January, first part of September, or not September, first part of February is when I'll see, you know, like my first real check to kind of see if my decision to move here and work for this company is worth it or not.
Use the right lane to bear right to merge onto I-24 west towards Nashville. Then keep left to merge onto I-24 west towards I-40 west.
They pay like $25.50, I think, $26.50, your dock pay. So you can easily make some really good money here, depending on, you know, how many hours you're working on the docks. The guy that I was training with, he was talking about how he was bringing home like $1,700-1,800 before taxes. So you could definitely make some, you know, good money. But you know, you're working your rear end off. I mean, it's 14 hours, so you're not only taking your route wherever it is it needs to go.
Use the left lane to keep left to merge onto I-24 west towards I-40 west.
You're also spending time in the dock to unload trailers. So I don't really know how thrilled and excited I am going to be about that. I guess I'll have to see, or wait until I see my paychecks to see, you know, if it's worth it, if I can put up with it. You know, regardless, I'll be making more money than I was in total. I was really lucky when I was over the road.
9 miles. Take exit 211 to merge onto I-24 west towards I-65
I'm stuck in
north.
crazy beginning Nashville traffic, so good times. I was lucky when I wasn't working a dedicated route with Total if my paycheck was like $700 a week. You know, $600-700, you know, maybe 800, but probably average 700 would be a good number average wise. So I'm already going to be making, you know, a minimum of, you know, twice as much as I was making over there. But again, you know, you definitely are working more hours here. You know, I kind of wish that it was more like a little bit of, you know, more like a quote unquote normal job where anything after, you know, 40 hours a week or whatever was time and a half. That's not how it really works here. It's just your straight, you know, $25-50 an hour when you run the dock, and then it's your whatever amount it is to run your route. So if I remember correctly, to go to Nashville to Atlanta, I think pays like $260 or $270 round trip. And then when you come back, you know, you've got a few hours of dock time, so it comes out to about $310, $335 a day. So you should, you know, I should be doing pretty close, you know, $1,500 to $1,700 a week before taxes get taken out. So I should be bringing home, you know, probably $1,200, maybe $1,300 after taxes a week. So if you know, if you do the math, it's it definitely looks like you could make 80 grand working here your first year with the company. So we'll just have to see about that. Working nights, you know, I'm trying to get re-used to working nights. You know, I was working the dedicated route in FedEx in Houston, which was night shift, but I was only ended up working, you know, like 8 hours. And then there'd be times where I was, you know, had a break for a few hours waiting for a trailer, and I could just, you know, go into the back and crash, you know, to do like a little power nap. Can't really do that here. We're driving day cabs, which obviously don't have a sleeper in the back of them. The trucks, most of them are manual, and they have different ranges on their governed speed. They've got some that are like 62. They have some that are 65, and then they have some that are 68. When you go in there, they basically just, you know, give you a truck to drive. Tell you what truck number to go pick up. The guys that do the longer runs are the ones that are pretty much going to get the 68 mile an hour trucks. The guys that aren't too far away are going to get generally the little bit slower trucks. But I have learned a couple of tricks though to make the trucks go a little bit faster for a short period of time. So I'll do a video on that. They have 2018, 2019 internationals, which you know, they seem to be okay. I don't really like the seats in the trucks. They definitely could be a little bit more comfortable. Not like the Freightliner that I'm used to. Wow, that guy almost had an accident. And I'm telling you, these people down here in Nashville just drive crazy. Just craziness. I thought Atlanta drivers were bad. Nashville is giving them a run for their money. That is for sure. So, well, I just wanted to pop in, guys, let you know a little bit about how my night went last night. Really no problems, just, you know, just having to work on, you know, floating gears and driving a manual again. It's just been a little while since I've done it. But I am glad to be actually driving now, not sitting there twiddling my thumbs, being bored out of my mind, and, you know, getting paid more, which is definitely pretty good. So. But I'll do another. I'll be doing more videos. Let you guys know, you know, more information, what company I'm at. I just wanted to get through and make sure that everything worked out well with the UA and actually getting hired and after training before I told you what company I was going to. So that's why, in case you're wondering, why I haven't told you guys. So, all right. Well, I'm going to continue to drive in this crazy traffic here, and hopefully I can get where I'm going here pretty quick. Like, I am gonna go see the girlfriend. She's in town, so I'll spend a few hours with her, then I'll have to go back home and crash because I have to be back at work at 7 o'clock. And where I'm staying at now, it's about a 40-minute drive to get to work. So I definitely need to go home and get some sleep before I go back to work tonight. So, but I'll do some more videos. I appreciate you guys checking me out. If you have any questions about my old company, feel free to ask them. If I haven't answered them in any other videos before, I will definitely do so. Just do a comment or an email, send me an email, and I'll get to them as quick as I can. Until then, guys, oh, also, if you haven't done so yet, hit the bell, hit like, share, subscribe, do whatever. If you ring the bell, you get notified when I do put out new videos. So if you guys are anticipating those, ringing the bell will definitely let you know when I put new videos out. So, all right, guys, I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to drive. Hopefully, I don't rip all my hair out because of the way Nashville drivers drive. And you know, I will get you guys later. So until then, have a good evening, have a good day. Look out for yourself and one another. And until my next video, Trucker J is out.